You're having a crazy sale. Within less than an hour, we had over 100 orders. Thank you so much.
Just imagine waking up to 130 people with items in their cart and with notifications flying in left and right. Great, right? That's exactly what happened to this seller who pulled in nearly 100 orders in under an hour. And get this, she was selling super simple products, just hoodies, teas, and glass cups. No Etsy store, no big social media following, no paid ads, just a smart strategy. Today I'm going to break down exactly how she did it and how you can do the same. You get the point, right? In fact, we're going a step further, using AI and automation to make it even easier. Now, why print on demand? You see, there's a big shift happening in the e-com space. The game has totally changed. This is one of those rare moments where everything just clicks. And if you let it pass, you'll probably wish you jumped in sooner. And here's why this is so exciting. You can start with literally $0. You don't spend a dime until you're ready to scale. No inventory, no bulk orders, and no upfront risk. And if you take action after watching this, you'll look back a few months from now and be so glad you started today. Before we break down how she did it, let's quickly make sure we're all on the same page. So, what exactly is print on demand? Now, if you are a total beginner, let's put it this way. Print on demand is a low-risk way to start a business, especially if you're not ready to invest a ton of money upfront. It is a business model where products are only printed and shipped after a customer places an order, which eliminates the need for inventory, okay? You design your products, upload them to a POD platform, and your online store will list them. Now, when a customer buys, the POD service prints, packs, and ships the product directly to them. Then you will be making profit from the price difference between your product's listing price and the cost of the POD service, okay? So, let's say you want to start a clothing brand, but you don't have access to a factory or the budget to produce thousands of shirts. And let's be real, you probably don't want to end up with a basement full of unsold inventory either, right? So that's where print on demand comes in. And it's not just clothing. You can create and sell designs on mugs, posters, tote bags, pillows, blankets, stickers, even wallpaper and cushions. It's perfect if you want to make passive income without launching a full-scale business. All you really need is a laptop and some creativity. So naturally, one of the first questions people ask is, where do I sell and how do I actually make it work? That's the crucial piece of the puzzle. So what was she selling? Honestly, just t-shirts, hoodies, and glass cups for the most part. That's it. But here's the key. Her designs had a purpose. They weren't just random graphics thrown on a shirt. They tapped into things people care about. Seasonal vibes like pumpkins for fall or hearts for Valentine's Day. Cute animals, trending aesthetics, holidays like Halloween. You get the idea, right? Now, don't overcomplicate this business model. POD isn't about reinventing the wheel. You can literally make money with any item if your designs are smart. And seriously, people are out here making money with the most basic item. There are just two things you need to get right: the product category and the design. That's it. That's what sets you apart. Product categories, these are things like apparel, t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, and then accessories like phone cases, tote bags, home decor, mugs, pillows, posters, and wall arts, just to mention a few. You get the point, right? Now pick one product category and go all in and focus on mastering that one category before you expand, okay? Once you're consistently making 5K to 10K per month with, let's say, mugs, then you can repurpose those same designs onto other products or even start a second store around a different niche. It's way more effective to be a master of one. Take this example. There's a shop on Etsy that ranks on the first page when you search for coffee mugs. Now, if we do a little rough math, assuming a 30% profit margin is applied, they have probably pulled in around 15K in profit working with the numbers of reviews. Not bad, right? Just by selling mugs. And if their margin is more than 30%, then that number jumps even higher. And honestly, when you're choosing which product to focus on, clothing and wallet are top tier in terms of profit potential. Why? Because it's easier to charge more for these kinds of products. Now, you might be thinking, but aren't there already thousands of stores selling shirts in mugs? Yep, and that's why your strategy matters even more. Instead of doing what everyone else is doing, you need to treat this like a real business, even like a brand. Now, while Etsy is a great place to start because it already gets massive traffic, over 390 million visits per month, according to SimilarWeb, right? You would eventually want to take more control. That's what she did. She built her own website using platforms like Shopify, Wix, or even WooCommerce. This allowed her to collect email addresses, launch new collections directly to her audience, upsell and cross-sell products, and build a brand outside of the Etsy ecosystem. You get the point, right? But again, Etsy is perfect for beginners. You don't have to worry about traffic, it's already there. So start there, get traction, and then scale out when you're ready. So how do you drive traffic? It's actually way simpler than most people think. One of the most effective but overlooked strategy, the drop strategy, or what's often called a limited edition drop. And here's how it works. You build hype before the product releases, set a launch date, release a limited quantity, and once it's sold out, it's gone for good. This creates urgency, scarcity, and most importantly, FOMO. This is exactly how she pulled in 6 figures in a single day, not through some random viral moment, but through a carefully crafted launch plan. And if you look around on Instagram and those TikTok shops, you'll see the same strategy being used by local fashion vendors, small brands, even big influencers, because it works. So what next? Now that you understand the basics of print on demand and the mindset behind actually succeeding, the next step is simple. Start modeling what's already working. Use platforms like Printify to source your products and leverage AI tools to help generate design ideas, write product descriptions, and even plan your social media posts. Okay. Head to printify.com and create your free account. And you learn on this interface. Just scroll through to explore more. You'll see some of the best-selling products right up front. Okay, for a better view, click on the catalog button. Now, right on the catalog, you'll find curated categories. These are all handpicked for you. One category I highly recommend checking out is early assets. It's a gold mine. You're likely to find products you can easily market or even design around in this section, okay? Then we've categories like men's clothing, women's clothing, kids wear, food and health, and more. But let's zoom into the home and living section for a sec. You see water bottles and tumblers, right? They are seriously trending right now. And these are even the same glass cups the lady sells in her store. These tumblers are not just stylish. They are in demand, which makes them way easier to sell. Plus, Printify now lets customers personalize items like adding names or custom text to products. This kind of personalization is really huge on Etsy because it grabs people's attention. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Now back to the bestseller category. Let's go with a unisex sweatshirt. It's a good one. Under select a fulfillment option, you'll find details like pricing, available colors, shipping times, and more, right? Now Printify will automatically select a production partner for you, but you can manually choose a different one if you'd like, though prices vary depending on the provider. Personally, I recommend Monster Digital and Comfy Wear for apparel. Their quality is top-notch. Okay, but that said, Printify's default pick is also a solid option. Go ahead and click Start Designing, and here's your design interface. You can print on both the front and the back of the sweatshirt. Now, using Printify's AI design feature, you can literally generate artwork by typing in a prompt. Just pick a style and hit generate. You can also create quick designs using just text or graphics, okay? But before you start designing, make sure you've chosen a niche to focus on. So I asked ChatGPT to give me 10 popular phrases used in the US because our target audience is the US. And it gave me this: Rizzler Energy Face Card never declines, protect your energy, self-care isn't selfish, quiet luxury. If I'm being honest, these are general says, right? Anyways, I love the vibes, but I'm going with no cap, just facts. It's giving strong Gen Z energy, right? So this is where you really get to unleash your creativity. I suggest you head over to Pinterest to get inspired, see what's trending, okay? And decide if your design will be a mix of text and image, right? Or just one or the other. Then jump into tools like Canva, Kito, or any AI design tool you prefer and bring your vision to life. Now, here's the simplest way to get a killer design. ChatGPT 4.0 is great for design, right? Plus, it's free to use. But here's the catch. ChatGPT will only give you great image results if you use the right prompt. If your prompt is weak, your design might flop. And no one wants that, right? So here's what I recommend. Use Ideogram. When you land on the site, you'll see this interface. You get weekly free credits, by the way, okay? As you scroll, you'll see a ton of public images. You can reuse them or regenerate them. But because we're building a brand, right? We'll want to recreate images that align with our own aesthetic or vibe, these ones right here, these are what you want to look out for. Super detailed and eye-catching. So scroll until you find something that sparks inspiration, okay? Oh wow, I'm loving this one. It's giving Major Friday vibes. Now, picture it on a sleeveless tee. Sharp, right? Honestly, there are some crazy good prompt engineers out there. Some of these designs are wild. If you are a graphic designer, it becomes much easier to write a good prompt. I'm going to randomly pick one, okay? And I'll go with it. Then click on Magic Prompt to use the design. I will tweak the wording to fit our sweatshirt concept. Once you're happy with the prompt, hit Generate. Now, boom. 4 options to choose from. Not bad at all. They've got a similar energy to the original image, which is exactly what we want, right? Now, since I already have a vision in my head, I'm going to use my own custom prompt. I'll drop that in the description box so you can use it too. Hit generate and just like that, we've got a fresh batch of awesome designs. Better, I guess. I'll pick my favorite then, download them. If you're serious about turning this into a business, consider making your images private by paying a small fee. It's worth it, okay? Alright, once your designs are ready, the next step is to clean them up. That might mean removing backgrounds, fixing unwanted elements, and polishing things up before uploading them to your product. Now let's jump into canva.com to bring your design to life. First thing, make sure you're using the correct custom dimensions. 4450 by 5100 pixels. That's the exact print area for the sweatshirt, so your design will fit perfectly, okay? Once your blank canvas is open, click the upload button and upload all the images you just downloaded from Iogram. Now I'm going to show you a little trick that can make your design stand out even more. Click on the image you want to start working with. It will pop up right onto your blank canvas. I'm going to extract the smiling head and the text from this image. Click on the image, then go to Edit. Beneath Magic Studio, you'll see an option called Magic Grab. Click on it, okay? As you can see, the system automatically detects the key parts of the image. It's already highlighted them for you. Now hit grab and just like that, it will detach the subject from the background. Next, I'll do the same thing for the text in the image. Follow the same steps. And there it is. Now we've got the image and the text separated. We're using Magic Grab here because the system couldn't recognize the background properly. And we want full control over the elements, okay? And here's the cool part with Canva. You can now change the colors of both the image and the text to better match your brand or the vibe you're going for. One more important step, make sure to enhance the image for high resolution. A clean, sharp design always looks better on print. There you go, our design is now ready and it looks pretty close to the original image. But even better, it's custom tailored by you. Now pay close attention here, this part is important. To download your final design, click the share button in the top right, then select download, choose PNG format. Check the transparent background option, select current page only so you don't download the entire project. Now hit download and boom, it's ready. So now we've got 2 versions of the design to work with, okay? Now let me know which one do you prefer? The one with the red cap or the second design? Drop your choice in the comments or tell me what you think. I'd love to hear your feedback. All right, now let's head back over to Printify so we can finish designing our sweatshirt. First things first, select your shipping region. You can choose the USA, Europe, China, or simply go with no preference if you want more options for pricing and delivery speed, okay? For this example, I'll stick with USA. Next, click upload and select the image we just finalized in Canva. Now place it onto the sweatshirt. I like to stretch the design down just a little bit so it sits right around the upper chest or breastbone area. That's the sweet spot. Once your design is placed, it's time to choose your sweatshirt colors. I suggest keeping things simple. Too many options can overwhelm the customer. I usually go with about 4 to 5 color options max. It makes your product look more curated and easier to shop. Now go ahead and click the preview button. This will generate your product mockups. Looks beautiful, right? Now download all of your mockups and keep them saved. I'll show you how we'll use them later for marketing and uploading to your storefront. Once you're happy with how everything looks, click Save Products to move forward. These mockups will be displayed in your store, so feel free to add even more if you want to showcase your product from different angles. Now click Save and Continue and you'll be taken to the product listing page, okay? Now here's the great part. Printify's built-in AI already fills out your product title and description for you. But don't just leave it as is. customize the title to fit your brand's voice, and most importantly, optimize the description for SEO. Add relevant hashtags, keywords, and phrases people are actually searching for. This is key to getting found on platforms like Etsy or Google. And scroll down a bit and you'll see the personalization feature. If you want to allow customers to add custom names or messages, go ahead and turn that on. Personalized products tend to sell really well. Now let's talk pricing. You'll see a list of available sizes and the retail prices. For example, if your production cost is around $30, you can sell it for $50, giving you a profit of about $19. That's a solid 40% profit margin. Not bad at all, right? In fact, because apparel has perceived value, you could even price it at $55 or $60. That's why I said earlier, you have to come correct. Great branding, great mock-ups. That's what separates you from big names like Balenciaga. You're not just selling a sweatshirt, you're selling a vibe, a story, and a lifestyle. Before you hit publish, make sure you've connected your store. Printify integrates with platforms like Etsy, Shopify, TikTok Shop, WooCommerce, PrestaShop, and all of these. Choose the one you're selling on and connect your store before publishing the product. Now, before we wrap this up, we're about to step into the most important section of this entire tutorial. Having a great design is only half the job. Now we need to get it in front of people. There are a ton of ways to promote your product, okay? So I will walk you through just one powerful and free method, using AI influencers to market your product. And for real, it's easier than you think. Head over to Top View AI. Once you're logged in, you'll land on the dashboard. From here, click on the feature called Product Template Avatar. And this is where the magic happens. This tool lets you create a realistic AI influencer video where the model can literally hold anything, be it your product, a mug, a tumbler, a wall art, you name it. The AI avatar can speak like you and you can even swap in your own face. It's absolutely a total game changer, especially if you want brand consistency without being on camera every time, okay? From these template options, I will go with the influencer holding a similar item. And we'll go with this influencer. Then upload the product we want to showcase. In this case, only the sweatshirt mockup we created earlier is needed. Please use the auto feature for optimal placement and lighting. Then click generate and let the AI work its magic. Alright, here's the result. Not bad. But I notice a little issue with how the shirt is displayed. No worries, I'll just hit regenerate to try again. And boom, this one's way better. And if you're still not 100% happy, you can keep regenerating until you get the perfect visual. Now let's bring the whole thing to life. Click on image to video avatar. This animates your AI influencer, adding natural movement to the body, facial expressions, and of course, showcasing your product in a real-world setting. And just look at this smooth, realistic movement, and the sweatshirt looks amazing. You can even generate multiple video options from the same setup. Now for the next part, voiceover, click on use my script. You can either paste your script directly into the box or upload an audio file if you've pre-recorded it, okay? Stick with the recommended AI voice because it always matches the influencer facials. But if you want a different vibe, you can choose from the other available voices as well. To really boost engagement, make sure to enable subtitles. They are essential these days, especially on social media, where a lot of viewers watch without sound. Now, once everything's set up, click generate and let the system do its thing.
No cap, just facts. This sweatshirt says it all: bold design, clean fit, and 100% attitude. Only available in black and white. We've got limited drops, and once it's gone, it's gone. So please place your order now. Plus, it does come with a free gift just for you.
And there it is, beautiful, right? You've got a polished video with an AI influencer showing off your sweatshirt, right? Now it's time to put it in front of your audience. Start with Reels and TikTok. These platforms prioritize short-form video content and give you free organic reach, especially when your content is visually engaging, which yours now is. And remember to use trending sounds or background music if possible, especially on TikTok, okay? If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up. It really supports the channel. And if you got questions, drop them in the comments and I'll be sure to get back to you. And all the links mentioned are in the description below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.